Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome on back to some Sky Factory. And last episode, we set up these redstone and lapis trees. We got ourselves this sort of Tinker's smeltery going, this complement smelter. And what I want to do in this episode is I want to get the actual Tinker's smeltery up and running, which is this black one here. So we want to move on from the porcelain clay one to the seared brick one. And to do that, we need to get into seared brick. Now, seared brick isn't that difficult. It requires just us to craft up some grout, which is clay, sand, and gravel, which is all good and dandy. But before we start getting there, I kind of want to look at this sort of tree line first. See if we can get these done and knocked out the way at the beginning of this episode. Then we get to that in the second half of this episode. So, if we were looking at this, obtain gold amber. Use the Tinker's complement melter or smeltery to melt into molten gold and pour into a caster base. So, we need silver and gold. So if we have a look at amber, might be able to bring up the silver and gold one here. So for gold, we need yellow dye. We need iron, lead, and sand. Do we have lead? I don't know if lead was one that we did. No. Okay. So if we look at lead amber, which is made up using iron, petrified resin, and sand resin. So iron, petrified resin, and sand resin. So we got the petrified, we got the iron, and we need the sand now, which is what over here. Yes, we should be able to make ourselves up some lead now. Lead requires blue dye. I feel like we did do this. Definitely feel like we did do this because I should have some lapis around here somewhere. Yeah, we got lead here. Okay, I do want one more. Okay, so now we've got this lead. We could just pop it in here. I don't actually have any lead in here, do I? No. Okay, so we're going to pop the lead in there. That'll go into there. How's that tank looking? That tank is looking nice and good. So, we need yellow dye. So, to get yellow dye, I should probably talk you through this. We need grass, which I covered how to get in the last episode. All we're going to do is literally right-click grass with bone meal. And what we're looking for is a yellow flower. So, as of yet, no luck. I'm pretty sure I've got one in my inventory somewhere. In here, I'm pretty sure there's actually a yellow flower already in here. Yes, a dandelion. But we're going to see, yes, we got one. Cool, I wanted to get one on camera, and I did. So, there we go. We've got ourselves a dandelion, which gives us a yellow dye. Now, the good thing about gold is... Oh, I'm going to need a little bit more. Is we can use gold to get ourselves ingots out of here. So, right now, everything that we get, we're going to pour into a basin to get it into a block. It would be really nice if we could have this just go into ingots, and that way I wouldn't have to keep smelting it down in multiples of 9, so that I can get blocks out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself up 9 dandelions, and then I'll be back with you. I tell you, today it's been one of those days. I've just realized we have lead resin in here, and I don't actually need lead amber. Like, we've just got to craft it up a bunch of lead. I never needed to craft lead up in the first place. All I needed to do was look in this drawer and grab myself some lead amber. Words. Lead resin. And we've got our lead trees right here. Jeez, I tell you, brain fart moment. It happens. It happens. So, I should have hopefully enough to craft myself up some gold. We've got ourselves 9 gold, and that is good. And what we can use with this gold is we can go ahead and just... Well, we need to bring this out here first. We can smelt this gold up, but then we can use this gold to create something called a cast. If we ever look here, and we go to cast, you can see we've got all of these different casts for all of these different things within Tinkers. We only want to worry right now about this ingot cast here. Now, you can make a clay cast, but the clay cast only lasts 1 use and then gets destroyed. It's kind of pointless. But it's good in packs where you just don't have access to gold in the early game, like FTB Infinity, when you play in expert mode. But all we need is a brick, a nether brick, a seared brick, just pretty much anything, and then some gold. And now we've got our gold sort of mixing up there. We can grab ourselves an ingot. I think I've got an ingot. I don't know if one of these will work. Let's try, see if one of these porcelain bricks will work. And all we're going to do is we're going to literally pour the gold around the porcelain brick. And that's going to create us a cast, like so. So now we don't have to wait for these to be in blocks. We can actually just pour them out in singles. Now, that's great and all, but that still takes a little bit of time and a little bit of work, and we can sort of like make this a little bit better on ourselves. We have redstone now, so I'm going to grab my redstone things. Do I have any redstone resin? I do, yes. And I want to make up some redstone real quick here. So if I go up to here, is it the blocks of redstone? Yes, it is. So there we go. Plenty of redstone. No, don't do that. We got ourselves plenty of redstone. Now what I want to do is I want to make myself this redstone clock here, which requires a repeater, which requires some torches. Some redstone torches. So let's grab ourselves some of those. I only think I need 6. Well, I made 7. We need some stone, so let's smelt up some stone. It was stone to make the repeater, wasn't it? Not cobblestone. Yes, we need ourselves some iron, which I believe my iron is over here. There we go. Cool. That's all nice and dandy. So there we go. We got our iron. So once we get this stone now, which should be done now. Oh, it's taking a little bit of time. Ah, there it is. Finally, done. All 3 pieces. So now we can craft ourselves up a repeater. There we go. We can make ourselves this redstone clock. And we're also going to want a lever. And very briefly, I'm going to want another... Actually, I'm going to need 2 chests because I'm going to need to create a hopper. So we're going to create another hopper like so. Like this. Just to make things a little bit easier on us. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this out briefly. This isn't going to stay gone. Please tell me I've got a block there. Yes, I do. So, I'm going to put the chest down just like we did with the casting basin. I'm going to put the chest down here. I'm going to take the hopper. I'm going to put the hopper facing into the back of it. I love the fact that we have wooden hoppers in this. And that's going to pull it out there. It won't pull the ingot cast out, but it will pull whatever we put into that ingot cast out of there. So, we just go ahead and do this now. And now we're going to turn our attention to this clock that we made. If we put this clock up here, and we put ourselves a lever on this clock, and turn this clock, it's going to auto... Never mind, it was on originally. Okay, so we don't need the lever to do this, but I always put a lever on it. Some of them you have to put the lever on and click the lever. But basically, with this redstone clock here, it's going to automatically tell this to basically pull the gold out. And then this hopper's going to take the gold and put it automatically in this chest. We could do the same thing over here with blocks. But I'm happy doing this with just ingots for now. And if we ever want to turn this off, we could just click that. Now, we are going to move this over to the Tinker Smeltery later. But we've still got 1 more sapling to go. And that is... Oh, well, we've still got this silver sulfur to make. But first thing, pour molten gold over an oak sapling. Okay, so this is why we want to turn this off. We're going to turn this off. We're going to take ourselves a gold ingot. We're going to smelt that gold ingot back down. We need an oak sapling. Do I have an oak sapling? Oh, I do. Plenty. Brilliant. Great. Put that gold sapling there. I like to leave my ingot cast in this chest so I don't ever go looking through my inventory for it. How long till this gold has smelted down? Oh, not too much longer. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. There we go. Pour that over it and that will get us our gold sapling. So, come on. What that does, let's have a little look at the silver sapling, because the silver one is also one that we need to do. So, chances are we're going to have to make the silver amber first, which is petrified resin, lead resin, and tin resin. Okay, brilliant. So, now we've got this, we can actually put this... Actually, no. Let's leave this in there. We can take this gold sapling. Brilliant. I need to start freeing up some space to grow this stuff here. So, with the night slept away, we can go... Oh, look, an apple's growing in there. I wonder if apples are going to randomly drop. I did start taking this out, and then I noticed that the apple was growing. Anyway, so, with the night slept away, we can start turning our attention towards the silver. Now, silver requires us to have something that we don't have yet. If we have a little look at the silver, we go to silver amber, right here, we need light grey dye, which we can get a various amount of different ways, but we're going to look at getting it from either the oxeye daisy, or the white tulip. I think there's another plant. Or the azora blue. Which means we got to stand here and bone meal this till we actually get one. Now, they only spawn in certain biomes. And I'm hoping that we can get one in extreme hills. But I haven't got one yet. And we have bone mealed this quite a few times. So, I've laid some grass down over here to sort of spread. This will start to spread. And as this spreads, we could bone meal up a larger place. And hopefully get some more. So, I'm going to spend a bit of time trying to get it here. If not, I'm going to have to pillow out to another biome where they're more common. But I'm kind of hoping that we can get them here. So I'm going to do that and then I'll be back with you. Well, light grey dye is turning out to be a pain. But we've had this sheep spawn. And I'm hoping that maybe I can utilize this sheep a little bit. So, let's grab ourselves some iron ingots. Make ourselves a set of shears. And let's shear this sheep. And I'm going to try and get the dye off of this. Is this light grey? Oh, this is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we've got a cauldron over here. We need some water. Got these on us, so let's utilize these. I've been trying for ages to get some light grey dye, and it's just not working. I cannot get them flowers to spawn. I've done them in an extreme hills biome and even in a forest biome. You can see on the map all the places that I've been to try and get it. Okay, let's do that. Grab this. No. No. What about if we were to use, instead of using a regular... Oh, and we need some more iron. Iron resin, iron acorn. Okay. What if we used to use the actual cauldron? So, iron. If I can spell iron. That is. Geez. Iron, amber. Not that one, not that one. Yep, this one. Okay. Let's grab 12 of those. Make ourselves up some more iron and see if I can do it this way. Okay. So now that we've got this iron done, let's see if it'll work in an actual cauldron. Okay, let's put this down. Let's grab that, pop that in there. Light grey dye. No. Can I just, like, throw this in? No. Okay. I'm satisfied that there is no way to grow any other flowers but these two. I've literally been at this for a good hour now, and I still can't seem to get the light grey dye. So we're going to take extreme measures. I didn't want to do it this way, but unfortunately, we're going to have to go the way that I thought would have originally been the longer route. I thought, you know, just doing this would have been the easier route, but evidently not. So, there is another way that we can get grey dye. Now that we've got some... Wait, do we have any string? I'm pretty sure I have some string. Yes, I do. So, what we're going to do is make ourselves a piece of wool. We're going to take a poppy. We're going to make ourselves a rose red. We're going to make ourselves some red wool. I'm going to make ourselves a thing called the market. And of course, I'm missing planks. Okay. Brilliant. There we go. We've got the market, which is going to chill right here. Or not. Like I said, it's going to chill. What the? Hi. Just hi. Kristen Dunce. How are you? How are you? Nice to meet you, sir. To meet you, nice. So, Kristen will trade with us. And if we were to go into saplings, they're not under saplings. Oh, they're under flowers. You want an emerald for them. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I could trade you. I'm pretty sure that this guy traded ironwood saplings. Yes, he does. He wants 8 beetroot for it. Okay, so we're going to make ourselves some beetroot. We've got ourselves a hoe right here. We're going to right-click this. We're going to right-click this down. We're going to grab ourselves some bone meal. We're just going to hold right-click. And this is what I like about modern Minecraft that I wish was in vanilla. You can just hold right-click with bone meal, and it will just grow whatever you're looking at. I wish this was a thing in vanilla. Yes, you can grow things with bone meal in vanilla, but you can't just hold the right-click. It stops after it's fully grown. Okay, brilliant. So now we can go ahead and take ourselves 8 beetroot. Let's select ourselves the ironwood sapling. We'll give him the 8 beetroot. We'll get ourselves the ironwood sapling. And we'll grow up this ironwood sapling, which I don't think is going to grow by standard ways, but I do need to very quickly repair my tool. So there we go. That's that grown. Now we're going to take this out. And we're going to hope that this drops some grapes. Because if we look at grey dye very quickly. Nope. I put an E instead of an A. My bad. If we look at light grey dye, we can get it. No, we can't get it from these. I thought we could. Oh, no, it's a silver amber that we can craft from these. That's right. If we go to the silver amber. There we go. And we look here. There is these iron berries, which do drop from these ironwood saplings. So, I'm going to wait here and try and get some to drop. And then I'll be back with you once I've got some. We got some. I had to grow up another one, but we got some. Which is awesome. So this finally means that we can grab ourselves, I believe it was tin amber that we needed. I know I've got a bunch of tin in one of these. Yeah, tin, iron, and I believe it was sand that we needed. Let's see. No, it was Petrified Resin. Okay, I've got some of that. I got plenty of that. There we go, look. Easy enough. So we should be able to make ourselves some silver. Oh, do I need lead? Okay, there we go. We should be able to make ourselves some silver amber. Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Let's go ahead and pop that in there. We're going to turn that off. Brilliant. Now, how do we make ourselves a silver sapling? A mineral sapling. Okay, how do we get a mineral sapling? Do we have to buy this? Which is this thing right here. And this is a lapis sapling washed in water. That's super easy to do. We've got everything that we need for that. There's the lapis sapling. Do I have a bucket of water? Yes, I do. Let me grab some dirt saplings just in case we don't have any water already over here, because I know I've been using quite a bit of dirt. A bit of water, rather. Nope. Still not enough. Come on. Can't take that much longer. There we go. Wash the lapis. No. Put that back. Wash the lapis sapling. We got ourselves a mineral sapling. Let's put this in here. And let's pour that. Where's my silver? Where did my silver go? Oh, it already beat us to it. Oh, no, I think I turned this on, actually. I think that's what I did. So let's get that silver smelter down. Oh, it's beat me to it. I literally came back over here after it smelted down, after picking up my little drops here, and it had done it. Thanks, game. Thanks a lot for that. Thought I'd turn this off. Maybe it was off originally. I don't know. That seems to just be pulsing no matter what I do now. Yeah, look, it's pulsing no matter what I do. Okay. Maybe that's just a very bad redstone clock. So now we have the silver sapling, which means that we've got this part done. Now, we could go on to the diamond one, but like I said, I did want to get an actual tinker smeltery. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get into the tools today, but there one. Oh, there was one for that, which I didn't realize. Is there one for the tinker's smeltery? There probably is. Let's have a little look. No, it doesn't look like there is. Okay, that's fine. It looks like these are part of them anyway. So, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves some seared brick. Now, I'm going to temporarily use this platform. What I need is grout. And if we look at grout here, what I need is some sand, some gravel, and clay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a stack of sand, a stack of gravel, and a stack of clay, and then I'll be back with you. So now that I've got the sand, the clay, and the gravel, we can go ahead and craft ourselves up some grout, and grout is really easy to do. I've actually noticed in this pack that we get 16 for one lot, so we're going to get quite a reasonable amount of grout compared to what you get in other packs. Usually, it's just 4 grout for all of this, usually. But all we do with this grout is we put it in a furnace and it smelts up. And when it smelts up, it turns into something called seared brick, which is kind of what we need to craft ourselves the tinker smeltery. And if we look at the tinker smeltery. Okay, so for some reason it's not coming up under tinkers, even though it is a tinker's thing. But this is what we need here, these tinkers construct items right here. And this is what we're going to get into in just a moment. We're going to let this sort of craft up and smelt up so we get ourselves some seared brick. And once we get ourselves seared brick, this one is, oh right, we've got acorns in there. Once we've got that, I'll bring you on back so that we can build the smeltery together. Well, guys, while this smelts up, I want to show you a couple of other things that I've learned. One is to do with these apple trees. Once you see an apple in it, you can actually just right click the leaf and the apple will pop right off. So this gives us a bit of a chance to get some more renewable food source, a bit better than eating acorns. We're just going to go around here and sort of like pick these apples off. You can usually get them through like 2 or 3 leaves, actually. I don't know if I can reach that one up there. No, I was a bit too high up there. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, where's this one? Come on. Pop off. Oh, you little monkey. You little monkey. Okay, we can't get them through 2 or 3 leaves. Okay, that one's not going to get. And I'm not going to go all up there. But we want to make use of these apples in the best way possible. And that's by making ourselves this thing called a juicer. And all this requires is a button and a piece of stone. There we go. And that gets us a juicer. We go ahead and put this juicer in here with this apple. This apple does 2 hams and 1.5 saturation. This does the same. Okay, normally this is a slight bit better. Normally. But I guess in this case, not so much. But at least now we've got a bit better of a food source than eating these acorns that are taking forever. And we talked about this that we set up earlier on, how this wasn't working with the switch. You just have to go into here and click this and click this to required redstone. There's still also some things we can mess around with in here to make this faster or shorter, but it's fine just the way it is. I think we've got enough here to actually get ourselves started, to be honest with you. And we're going to make up some things like we did with its Tinker's Construct. The first thing that we're going to make up is 9 blocks that's going to form up the floor of this. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But we are going to need many, many more. But 9 is the minimum that we need. Well, it's not the minimum. 1 is the minimum we need. But we're going to do with 9 for this. We're going to use 9. And then what we want to do is we want to start working on the outside. Now, we need ourselves a controller, which is just seared brick all around the outside. We need ourselves some drains. We'll make ourselves 2 drains for now. There we go. Make ourselves 2 drains. We need our faucets so we can get stuff out of those drains. We need equal faucets to the drains. So 2 faucets, 2 drains. Then what we need is to look at a couple of other things. First of all, how to smelt items down. We're going to need a fuel tank. So we need a fuel source. There we go. Look, seared tank. That's brilliant. And then we need our casting basin and our casting table. Just like that. And then what we're going to do with the rest of these is just turn them into more seared bricks. We're going to go through multiple of these. And I want to put this for now. Yeah, let's stick it here. Take a smeltery. All we do is we go like this. Now, this can be made bigger. This can be made smaller. This can be made pretty much any size up to 7 by 7. As long as it's an odd number, I believe. I've never tried it on not an odd number, so this is the base. And then what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add in our little controller at the front here on the outside. So remember, not on the inside. Now this bottom block here where we've put seared brick, this actually doesn't need to be seared brick. This could just be empty air. It will still work. Then what we want to do is we want to put seared brick either side of this. Now you don't have to put seared brick here. You can put in any of these components here. But I just have a kind of way that I like to do mine. So we're going to do it my way because this is my series. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take another seared brick. Again, this corner block doesn't even need to be here. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put a smeltery drain facing outwards. So you want to put the big end. There's like a big square here facing inside of the smeltery. The smaller ones on the outside. If we put this on the corner, we could get ourselves another set of it, which actually I think I'm going to do that actually. I think I'm going to put this on the corner for a change. So, and again, I'm using just 2 of these. You could have the entire wall made of these. It is completely modular. So let's just go ahead and grab ourselves some seared brick. Grab ourselves another smeltery drain. Did that place the right way? No, it didn't. I didn't think it did. I thought I was a little bit off when I placed it. So if we place this like so. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And I'm going to take this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my casting table on one of these. And I'm going to put my casting base. Ooh. It's going to be a bit difficult. Yeah, you know what? This is fine. I'll make this work. I'll make this work at least temporarily. Okay. So last thing we're going to do is we need to put this tank in. So I'm going to just bring this seared brick around here like so. Like that. And then just sort of bring it around the back here. And then we're going to go ahead and put this seared tank in right here. And again, we don't need these corner bits. You can put these corner bits in if you like. I usually do when I do the final build. But if you sort of save it up, then there's no real point. Now, if we look in here, we've got enough place to put 72 ingots. But we need some fuel in here first. So just like we had to put lava in that tank, we're going to go put lava in this tank. I almost forgot completely about the faucet. The faucet goes on these. Now this has 2 angles, so we've got a little hole here. We could put another faucet on the other side. I have gone ahead and put a hopper underneath leading into this chest. And now I've filled it with lava. You can see that we could put things in here. We've got 9 slots. And what we want to put in here to begin with is cobblestone. Now, if you put cobblestone into the Tinker's Smeltery, not the complement smelter, not the small one, the big one, this will actually make seared brick, which is this stuff that we've been using. It'll make these ingots here. And all we need to do is sort of get that out automatically by doing it over here. So if we were to go over here, we could grab out a couple of our things. We no longer need this. Let's grab our ingot cast. I've got a bit too much in my inventory to be able to sort of hold the stuff. So let's get rid of 1 more stuff so I can actually pick this up. Let's get rid of this. Grab this up. I think that hopper went in there. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to just position this. Let's jump up here. Position this above this. It's not letting me place it there for some reason. Let's put this ingot cast in first. Just in case it starts pouring it out. I don't want it to pour it out as a thingy. There we go. And it's remembered its settings from before, so I think it has anyway. Oh, always on. We need to turn that to requires redstone. We're going to put that on. That means it's going to require redstone. That's going to pump out, look at that, seared brick. So 1 cobblestone makes 1 seared brick. Now, we've got a cobblestone generator all the way over here. So we've got an unlimited amount of cobblestone. And it's much, much easier just to put the cobblestone into the Tinker Smeltery, as opposed to just kind of waiting for the grout and the clay and the acorns and all of that to do. It's much, much, much easier to do it this way. Now, this is all good and dandy, but we could only put 9 items in here. Yeah, sure, we could hook up a hopper, like so, and put a chest on that. That would certainly work to put more than 9 items in here, but there's another way that we can do it with this Tinker Smeltery. If we were to take seared bricks and just go up here and build this up 1 level, like so, with just seared brick, you can use other blocks. You can put another drain up here if you want, another tank up here if you want. So if we were to do this, let's do it 1 more. I think we've got enough in our inventory to do 1 more slot. Yeah, there we go. Boom. If we were to right click this, we've got much, much more space now. We can actually insert up to 27, because each one adds another 9. So for every block of space inside of the smeltery is 1 more block of space that you are going to have in here. So this can be built up to build height, which is 255, I believe, wide 255. So there'll be plenty and plenty of space to sort of build it up. And like I said, this can be built bigger, which was something we're going to do either in the next episode or the episode after that. I'm not sure yet. I want to do a building episode soon, but I also want to get into automatic tree farms. I kind of want to start a base. I've got a bit of a patch over there where I want to start it, but I need some dirt. But yeah, I think that is going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.